Hey everyone, my name's HydroxideAnt, and welcome to episode 128 of Background Noise. I really hope you guys enjoy this episode. So, we have a bunch of wonderful people on the show. We have Mark. Hello, Mark.
Hi.
How are you doing today, Mark?
I'm great.
Dude, great is great. Like, when you say great, do you mean like G-R-E-A-T or G-8?
The GR8.
That's the one you're going with?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. Nothing else.
Great bait out of 8, or is it just like legit 8 here?
Legit.
Okay, alright, I'm just making sure you're not trying to like pull the wool over our eyes or anything crazy like that, you know? Just gotta make sure everything's cool, you know? Yeah?
Everything's cool.
Speaking of wool,
Don't worry.
this has nothing to do with that. Did anyone hear like a wind just blow by ever so carefully?
It's
Yes.
my bad. I've got a fan going.
Oh, oh, ever so carefully. Yep, do you hear that?
Ever so carefully.
And then we have our resident feline in the show, a cat.
me.
How are you today?
Devante.
Yeah, I should have said Devante. but Kat, how are you today?
I feel like death.
Which kind of death? Like good death? Like death by chocolate? Or like death by like Satan?
Death by Satan,
Or-
definitely.
Or are we talking
Definitely.
like the one in the toga?
Oh. Huh.
Have you
It's
been
definitely
possessed by
more
the
like
box
the
ghost?
death by Satan kind of death,
Ooh,
because
the box ghost.
yeah.
I am the box ghost.
For those listening right now, I don't know if it's allergies or a cold, but I am sick right now.
I would say
and
it's a
my nose is all
coldergies.
stuffy. I can't. Coldergies. I like that. I have coldergies.
Mhm.
I can't breathe. It's hard to speak. I might have a few coughing fits, but you won't hear them because I'll turn off my push to talk. But that means I won't be talking, which is always a good thing. So, FYI for the next hour and a half when you're listening to me.
That like if you just randomly stop, it's not because you don't know where to end sentences. It's just
It's
that you
because
really have
I'm
to cough.
literally suffering at that
Doesn't
point
know
in
where
time.
the end sentence is. Yes.
Right? Like imagine if you just talk.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
But you see, during that period of silence where Hydra's not talking, that's when I would be having a huge coughing fit. So, either that or blowing my nose, but that's really gross. We already discussed that pre-podcast. Nobody wants to hear that either. So,
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
I feel like, well, we had a vote, too. I think, Devante was very adamant of not listening to the blowing notes. I know Nathan and I were indifferent.
You had the choice. Like seriously.
You know, it's just that, given the choice, I still don't really care.
I hate all of you, Kat. You're an okay person. You can say that.
thanks. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
like, you
I
choose
really
who stays.
appreciate it. Yeah, but we were having a discussion pre-podcast, for listeners who weren't here pre-podcast. Thanks for giving them some exposition, guys. We were discussing
Judge me.
how I am really sick, and I have to blow my nose and things like that, like sick people do. And we
Sick,
were
bruh.
discussing how either we do or do not appreciate me not turning on my push to talk while I blow my nose. And Hydra said he didn't care, but Devante and I think it was Twisted or Mark were like, don't do it.
No, yeah, Nathan,
So-
and I already stated this in the podcast, Kat, if you're
Yeah,
paying
we-
attention. Nathan and I were indifferent about this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
so-
also didn't really care.
Mark, you did seem like a little bit towards the side of caring,
So-
but like, but not like full on. Actually, I care. It was more like a.
Yeah, but Devante was like, die hard, don't do
Yeah,
it. So
Devante is a very
I wasn't gonna do it
anti-blowing your
anyway, so it's kinda
nose. Like,
disgusting.
yeah, he wants to like build a wall between you and
That's
tissues.
the kind of person that he
Yeah,
is.
that's just
Yeah.
it's upsetting.
What
And that's
person am I? Please go into detail. I am listening. I am listening.
You're the
Go on.
type of guy that was like, hey, you need to blow your nose. All right, I'm gonna build a brick wall in between you and your mic so I can't hear it, because you solve
So
all
that
your
if you
problems
huff
with brick
and
walls.
puff, it will not blow down.
No, it will not.
Yeah.
Even if you sneeze on it.
Achoo.
The default.
Yeah.
That's not
next
what
to
my
me at
teeth
lunch
sound
now.
like, I promise.
He will hear that from the other side of the brick wall and say, gotcha.
Start laughing like you can't get through that brick wall.
We did
and
not
then,
introduce our next
gee,
participants of the
I'm in
podcast.
my brick wall phase here still. I'm still talking about the brick wall, you know. So I would like to talk about
You're not
this.
Donald Trump. We can
couldn't hear you from the other side of the brick wall.
Oh, yep, there we go. There we go.
Politics.
But no, like, Devante built a brick wall, but he actually only built a brick wall that's, like, 4x4. So Cat just walks around it or, like, steps over it.
Yeah.
That's not how this is gonna work.
This is how I picture you building a brick wall for some reason, Devante.
I would just, no, what I would do is I would place one brick on the floor and say, step over this and we are no longer friends. And then I just stare at it the whole time.
Yeah. And I just kind of like sit there and I'd be like, oh,
You win.
okay.
I can't get past this fortress.
Oh no.
It's like,
I mean, I am a tiny kitten, so it's kind of like, you know, a big deal.
no, actually, to go
Brick, right?
over it would be pretty hard for you, because you're like a small
Yeah.
little kitty cat.
Uh-huh.
Going around, though, not as big deal, because you could just step to step,
No.
you know?
Yeah. But you know, if Devante is standing there, like, hovering over the brick, like, and he's
I
like,
would just
don't
be glaring
walk
down at you,
around,
like-
you know, if he's right
Don't
in front of
do
it'd
it.
be
Aw.
really, it'd be really weird to, like,
Do
try to
it.
walk around, because, like, as soon as you walked around, you'd be, like, right there next to him, no?
Oh,
So, like,
you'd be even closer. Instead of, like,
Yeah.
a good 12 inches
Which
away,
is
now
why
you're,
I
like,
don't
9
like
inches
her
away.
anymore.
Yeah, and then, like, since he's not your friend anymore, he might attack.
I will go feminine black Jesus.
Yeah, he
See?
had all that time to find a weapon.
Yeah, that whole, like hour you were contemplating whether to walk around the brick or not, he already has a machete waiting for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you were just
I like
contemplating it,
machetes.
why would he get a
It's a pretty
machete?
cool thing.
Like, you know.
You know, I'm just gonna throw this
Maybe
little
he likes
factoid
to
out
be
there.
better safe than sorry.
Yeah,
He doesn't know
true.
what
That's
you're gonna
true,
do.
that's
Yeah, once you get past the brick wall, you
He
can turn
sees you
into a
eyeballing the
lion.
brick.
I mean, if you're gonna break that rule, I don't know what else you'll break. So I gotta do it. I'm sorry.
That's true.
You're clearly a rebel.
Wow, yeah, because like
Yeah.
right, if you break the rules on the smallest things, you totally break it on huge things.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You totally would.
Don't want to
100%.
risk it. No risking it.
Don't risk it for the biscuit, even if the
Well, I
biscuit
like
looks
biscuits.
tasty. Look, Mark, I don't care how tasty the biscuit is. I don't think it's worth to risk it in this scenario.
Literally, the only good type of biscuit there is biscuit with jam.
No, biscuits are like hella good.
Biscuits
What
are
you
really
talking
good.
about?
I think you just your
I've
biscuit
never
game
had,
is not
like,
strong enough.
Good biscuits in my life, but
I think you just need to have good biscuits.
Alright. Yeah, you need to have good biscuits because my mom makes these delicious homemade biscuits, and you don't even know. Like,
Don't even
they
know.
are so good. You would
like a
not
girl, you
believe
don't
it.
even know.
You don't even know.
Kat, you were
Like-
just missing
You
the
don't
claps
even
for the
know.
syllables.
Yeah.
Don't even know.
Cano.
Yeah,
with
but
the-
really, my
the
main point is
pronounced
they
K.
are really good. So, if you don't like biscuits and you're like,
It's
oh,
not
you
that I
never had a
don't
good
like
biscuit,
them. It's like
you
I
gotta.
don't get how everyone says, "Oh my god, biscuits." I'm like, oh, okay,
It's so
biscuits.
good.
Okay, so
You
it's
have- you just
when
have
you
to-
okay, Devante, describe a biscuit to me. Like, cause what do I feel like you're thinking of like a little.
Isn't a biscuit like one of those little, like, shut up, sticky keys. Those. They're not like a circle, like they're round, and you just you open them and you put butter
Yeah,
on them.
okay, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
okay.
they kind of look like English.
Yeah.
But they're better than English muffins.
They're wider, taller.
Yeah,
they're taller.
Yes, that's like,
And they're
it's hard to-
thicker, and then they're like bready. I would
Yeah,
say
they're more-
less.
Yeah, I was gonna say the key word there was bread.
Flaky?
That was the word I was
Yeah.
really looking for. If he said bread, I would have stopped him there and said, "You're good."
Yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah.
bread, but it's like
Bread-y.
softer and a little bit more doughy, I would say, than
Yeah.
normal bread, depending on how like cooked it is.
Yeah, but like Mom makes these absolutely delicious ones, and just thinking about them.
Hmm. Yeah. So I'm gonna move down the line now. Down the line, up the line, diagonally. I don't know what direction I'm actually going in. Devante is on the show. Hello.
Go away.
Unfortunately, I can't. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Well, that just sums up your life really quickly now, doesn't it?
I've done a podcast for 128 straight weeks.
Just think about that for a second.
I have every night before I go to bed.
Well, then, now, are you just gonna do it again?
Yep. Tomorrow night, this night, yesterday night. You know, basically
Too
name
many
a night.
nights. That's almost a year. Isn't it a year? Yeah, it's a year. That's a lot.
You know,
that's like
It's
there's about
years.
365 nights a year. If I would have to, give a number. If I had to guess, depending, and
What
sometimes
else?
leap year is just 366. Technically, actually, every year is 365 in like 1/4 day, but like that's not. But
What else do you think about at night, Hydro?
I don't. That's a
only think
complete.
about
That's a
what to do for the
complete.
next
That's a
podcast.
complete lie. I don't sleep, so I think a lot. Another story for
You don't
another time.
sleep?
I don't sleep very often now.
Well,
Yeah.
you should probably go to sleep. Like, we should end this now and just let you get some sleep.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
no.
I'm gonna turn this into an intervention.
All right, you're gonna turn this into an intervention. All right, then we're turning around on you.
What the
What,
fuck
I
are
don't
you
know.
talking
I don't know
about?
what
Oh,
problem
snap.
you could have, honestly. But
What problem, Hydro? Come on.
what problem does Devante have? Guys, what problem can I talk to Devante about? Someone help me.
User in your channel timed
Um,
out.
I don't.
Cat time me out. I guess is that what your problem is? Yeah, Devante, you timed Cat
I don't
out.
have a girl here anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think I'm gay? I just clearly hate girls.
Yeah. See, like he's. I don't think Devante
All
cares.
girls are icky.
Yep. He thinks they have cooties.
I mean, what is that thing?
Are you telling
The thing
me
is,
they
like, looks
don't?
absolutely horrifying.
There could be.
How rated is this podcast?
This is I don't actually care.
Vaginas look absolutely disgusting.
You are
This
gay.
podcast is rated. We don't really
They
care
look
until the
weird.
YouTube
I will
complaint
go
and then it
into
gets
a talk on
age
this.
gated.
Don't-
Yeah,
don't
honestly,
get me started.
if this gets age gated, you know how much I care? Not at all.
They look weird. Like
If this
I'm
was age gated,
slowly-
I would really be interested to see how many views you lost.
Right? Like, probably
I'm-
not many.
I'm okay with boobs. Like, I'm slowly getting okay with boobs. The ass is perfectly fine, but I will never ever be on terms with vagina. That looks so weird.
You know, context clues here. I think the reason you think that is because you're gay.
They might have helped me turn gay because I look at vaginas and I'm like, what the fuck is that thing?
You cracked the code.
Code. Gay people just don't like vaginas. It
There
all
we
makes
go.
They look weird. Like, what's this? No, it's a flower. What? No, that does not look like any flower I have ever type of seen. That looks like roasted. That looks like roast beef. Just really old roast beef.
You know, have you ever had
Wait,
good
what do
roast
you
beef
penises
sandwich?
look like to you.
Wait, let me look up more pictures and see if all vaginas.
Wait,
look
Hydro,
like
that was
roast
not the right
beef.
time to be talking about sandwich.
Wait, what do penises look like to you then, Devante?
No. We'll have this talk another time if you want to have this talk.
Oh, so it's alright to talk about vaginas, but the second I move into penises, no.
He gets so
No.
scared
Oh, wait,
because
what?
he's like
No, like-
interested and he doesn't
Wait,
want to
what's
like.
it,
He's so
penises?
shy.
I said, if that's how you feel about vaginas, what is your opinion on penises? How do they look?
Penises are absolutely amazing.
You know,
So
I'm gonna
like
throw
a
this.
true
I'm gonna
gay
throw this
man.
out there. I think that's because he's gay.
I
No,
think that
it's
is
like,
because
I
he's
don't know
gay,
what-
Tony.
Yeah,
I don't know how
I'm
to
good.
answer that question. Like,
2 in
Am I
like
supposed
3
to feel
minutes? Wow.
spectacular?
Dude, I'm so good at this. Like, I'm good at deduction, man. I'm on
am
fire.
I supposed to feel spectacular about penises? I'm confused.
I
I
don't
don't know how to
I don't
answer
know.
the question properly.
Yeah, I don't know the proper.
I
Do
just
we know
don't
what,
like
Mark? What was the
anything
response you were
like
looking for? Was it that? Probably right.
I don't know what you said. Fucking sticky keys!
Mark, I was talking to Mark.
Oh, wait, what was that?
Was that the entry you were looking at, Devante?
You said you were talking to Mark and then you just said my name. I'm so confused.
Cause he. Never mind. Moving on.
Pulled the switcheroo on him.
What?
Oh, I was. Hair on my tongue. Hold up.
Well, you have hair in your mouth.
Yeah. I have long hair.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah. Okay.
You're definitely getting defensive about his description of vaginas.
I can't tell if dog hair or my hair. This is upsetting. Dude, like, so. All right, Nathan. I know you have dogs, right? So, have you ever woken up with like a dog hair in your mouth?
I've not woken up with one in my mouth.
But
I went
you've
to go
gotten
get a
them, right?
yogurt the other day, and somehow Max had graced it with a bunch of his hair.
Right? Like, did you get any like in your mouth? Like,
No,
No,
because I
smart.
picked it up, and for some reason the little bottle did not feel right. So I looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is covered in dog hair.
Smart.
I will not put this in my mouth.
Dude, I'm really surprised you've never woken up with like dog hair in your mouth because like I've seen Roxy on your bed before, right?
Yeah.
That's weird because like my dog's on my bed and then dog hair just there.
She doesn't lay on my pillow or on my face or anywhere near that.
Oh, my
Generally,
dogs
when
lay
she
on my
lays down,
pillows.
she lays at the end of my bed.
Okay, yeah. My dogs lay on pillows everywhere. They just like pillows, you know. Like I've never seen dogs like pillows this much. They're like, hey, that's a pillow. I've seen you lay on that. I'm gonna lay on this. Whoa, that's comfy, man. I understand why you lay on this. Yeah. That's how that conversation goes, and I think in a dog's head. But to move down the list to finish it off, we have Nathan on the show. Nathan, my man, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good. I was playing a lot of Dark Souls.
Ooh.
I got really angry, and so now I'm drawing something to try and chill out.
One playing Dark Souls, you're supposed to get like so angry. Like if you don't get angry playing Dark Souls, there's something wrong. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I found out the reason why that people get so angry, and I don't think it was Miyazaki's intent, but their programming department is garbage.
Aha!
So most of the deaths in that game generally aren't even your fault.
Really? Like I actually have not played any Dark Souls. I know people do, but like, is it really bad? Like hitboxes or registration or what?
It's a lot of problems with like everything. It's like not huge problems, but there's little itty bitty problems with everything. So there's like problems with hitboxes here and there. There's problems with hit registration. There's problems with like armored parts of enemies sometimes. Like I hit a dude that wasn't even like, he was attacking, so his shield was ineffective, and I still did 22 damage to him.
When that's the damage it does your shield, or
Yeah.
User was moved to your
I
channel.
suppose I should have explained.
welcome back,
Generally
Kat.
does
Oh,
like
hi.
200 damage.
I don't know what happened there. My internet just went poof.
Yeah, that happens to the best of us sometimes. We're just like mid conversation, and you're trying to say
Yeah,
something,
man.
and then gone. You're just not here anymore, and it's a long time
Yeah,
coming.
it's a hard life.
Trust me, you're probably happy you weren't here for the conversations
Hard
that happened when
life.
you're gone.
Yeah.
So just gonna put that one out there.
Honestly, there's actually a really nice remix for that song somewhere.
What song?
I don't remember.
Hard Knock Life.
Oh, that's a hard one. Yeah.
I mean, there's I don't know. If I'm talking about one particular remix, there's probably a couple, but there's this one. I don't know what it's called, but I really like it.
I like
And I
the
was
one
actually
from
thinking about
Austin
it the other day,
Powers.
so it's kind of fun.
Austin Powers,
Powers?
yeah. And it was Dr. Evil and Mini-Me. They were like rapping on it. Yeah, that's fun. Good time. It's horrible, but like it's funny because it was Mike
I'm
Myers
trying to
when he
find
wasn't a loser.
The remix here.
It was Mike Myers pre-Love Guru. Let's just throw that out there for anyone who has seen Love Guru or knows anything about the Love Guru. Possibly one of the worst movies of all time.
The worst movie was Iron Man 2.
I don't think you can call Iron Man 2 the worst movie ever.
I can say it is from any comic book standpoint. Like any type of Marvel movie, I will say Iron Man 2 is the worst movie ever.
Out of the Marvel movies?
Yes.
I'm trying to debate. See, like, I do have a little bias towards Iron Man 2 because I like Mickey Rourke, the actor, the villain. Like, I just like him as an actor.
Yes.
Yeah,
But it-
Iron Man 2 was pretty bad.
Yeah, it wasn't good, but I don't... Is it the worst Marvel movie that they've made?
I wouldn't say, well, Marvel movie. Oh.
No, totally not. Didn't they make, like, Oh, I forget what it was. They made some movie, like, a really long time ago, with, not with like Ben Affleck in it, I think. And it was horrible. I remember. I need to look this up.
Are you talking Daredevil?
Yeah, Daredevil. I was told that was. I had never seen it myself, and I was told it was like the worst ever.
I've heard it was really bad too.
Yeah.
I've never seen it either though.
No, I haven't seen it, but often because like I can't say any of the Avenger movies are bad. I liked all the Captain Americas.
Yeah.
I really liked Civil War.
Civil War's ending was
Oh, Civil War
They
was so
could've-
good.
they could have done so much better with the ending, in my opinion. Like that ending.
Yeah, they
was-
totally could have. Yeah, you're right.
Like I saw that coming.
Of course. But the thing is, like, I wish they could have done more with the entire movie. If I had one gripe, because in the comics there are literally like 1,000 heroes, like, something crazy like
There
that.
was a lot of death.
Yeah, and like the timeline was a little skewed in the movie. Like during the
Yeah.
comics, like Spider-Man was like in his 20s, and like during the movie he was like a teenager.
Yeah. So they'll probably no. I don't. I was gonna say they'll probably do like a Civil War 2, and it'll be like Iron Man Civil War. But no, they probably
Didn't
won't
they
do
already
that.
make 3 Iron Mans though? I think they're done with making Iron Mans,
Yeah.
right? Because I know I think they
Probably.
make a trilogy of all of them.
Oh, thank God, no more Iron Man movies. Like
The first one was
they were
amazing,
all
honestly.
subpar.
I really liked the first
one
one.
was pretty good. Second one was like, I want to go home.
Yeah,
And the
I
third one,
Second
a lot of
was
people looked
rough.
at it and were like, I want to stay home. But I watched 3 and I thought it was pretty good. I don't think it was
liked
better
it.
than 1,
No,
but I liked it.
yeah, I mean like I didn't hate it. I didn't love it.
Second, I was sad. Alright, I'll say I was sad to see Second in theaters.
Yeah, I'll give you that. If I totally saw it on Netflix one day when I was bored or something, I wouldn't have been as
That would have
upset.
been much better.
Yeah, because I think actually that might have been kind of how I watched it.
I think I fell asleep watching it. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, like I can understand that, especially compared to the first one, it was a huge letdown.
And
yeah.
now the question is it like, was the movie itself bad, or was it overhyped to the point where
Overhyped.
it
I'm
makes
gonna
it
tell
look
you,
bad?
I feel like it was overhyped because of how good the first one was.
Yeah,
the-
that's like the
yeah.
case with a lot of movies, but I'm trying to think if that was that the case with Iron Man 2. I am stuttering a lot today. Holy shit.
I think if it's not 100% the reason, it totally plays in a little bit.
I do think
because
it plays in,
overhype
but I-
never helps. You know, like even like the thing is like I'm gonna use this example for like a Half-Life 3 if it ever comes out. That game is zero chance people are gonna be satisfied with it. There can't be because of how great this game has to be, with how long they've waited to do it. It would have to be the best video game that ever lived, and it's not going to be.
Mhm.
And it's just so overhyped at this point where, you know what? It's not going to work. They're probably never going to do it.
I'm trying to think of overhyped video games that were
They're-
actually good that people called shit.
Huh. Oh, they were actually good and like they were worth the hype.
No, games that were good but everyone says were shit, but it was because they were so overhyped that people are calling them shit.
Titanfall. Titanfall was hyped as this COD killer that was gonna like wipe Call of Duty off the face of the earth, and
You mean that one where everyone gets in Titans and
Yeah.
they run around shooting each other? Like that's what the game was
yeah,
called?
it's not a bad game. It's pretty
That
fun
game
to
was
play.
fine.
It's
But
a good game. I didn't see myself playing it for longer. than,
no,
like,
it didn't
30
have a
minutes.
long like lifespan at all. It lasted like 3 to 6 months, and everyone
Yeah.
was done with it.
Because like it got to the point where everyone was either in a Titan or they were jumping around using the smart pistol.
Yeah, and that was it. So like
And if you weren't, you were left to fend in the no man's land.
you're just done. I do think that was a good game, and then a lot of people do think it was bad though because of it wasn't as hyped as it. I mean, if they had just released it as this cool new thing where they're gonna be like hey, we have Titans and mechs and stuff, so this is cool.
I
And
don't
then
know if it still would have been as successful though. I feel like they did need to hype it, but I don't know if they need to hype it to the point where they did.
yeah, that's it. That's like it's a double-edged sword for like hype, because like you can overhype something and it sells so many copies, and depending on what you view success as, it's a success. Because if your success was selling over 1 million copies, then you're a success. And if you're the creators of Titanfall or whatever. But if your thing was to be this COD killer that people would still be playing the first one right now actively, then no, you weren't a success.
I agree, and the thing with me is I don't know why I can name a ton of overhyped movies. I can name so many, like almost any Star Wars movie was overhyped. But I cannot name a lot of video games.
No,
and I have
it's
no
hard
idea
to
why.
it's hard to name a lot of you. I mean, like every Call of Duty.
Undertale?
Undertale was a good game from what I heard, though.
Yeah.
I don't.
Okay. It's a good game, but I feel like the fan
We've already had
base...
this discussion.
We did.
Yeah,
Can
we
I?
had
I'm gonna
this
propose
discussion,
this question
but-
real quick. I honestly feel like the hype for Undertale wasn't until it already had come out.
That's true. That's very
So
true.
I think
Yep.
Devante, you're trying to name games that were hyped up before they came out, right?
Yeah, hyped up before.
Like going in, like a movie would be
Yeah.
like you see the trailer, everyone's fucking going crazy for it,
Yeah.
like that.
Fucking Batman versus.
Okay, so I am in like I feel like the minority here. I liked Batman vs Superman.
I liked it.
Me and Nathan are the same team here.
How?
Okay, so at least just hear me out on this. You could disagree. That's awesome.
I will shut up. Like Hydro, this is rare for me to let you speak without interrupting.
Yeah.
So you have the floor.
So, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice was not supposed to be this blockbuster movie, in my opinion. It was supposed to be a setup movie for the my words is
Justice League.
Justice League. Yeah, thank you. And for a setup movie, I think it was a good movie. Though the thing is, everyone overhyped the hell out of it, and they were saying, "Oh, this is gonna be the greatest thing ever. It's Batman vs Superman gonna fight to the death the entire movie. Everyone's gonna love it." No, that's not. It's not what the movie was supposed to be.
Everyone was like, "Oh, Batman's gonna kill Superman," or "Nah, Superman's gonna kill Batman." Well,
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, Superman doesn't kill people."
Exactly. Batman,
Batman
doesn't
kill
really kill people either. I mean, this Batman did kind of. The older Batman
Yeah,
kind of
'cause
does
they're
kill
showing
people.
like a much older,
More
more
grizzled,
brutal Batman
yeah.
after like Robin's died and all that.
This Batman
yeah,
does
that
kind of
one.
kill.
Yeah, after Robin died, he kind of just like
He snaps.
got rid of
Yeah.
the whole. I'm not gonna kill people.
Yeah, he kind of just gone. That's out the window. But
Like, yeah, no, never mind. I'm gonna murder all you motherfuckers.
there goes my humanity. But Devante, if going in you had the expectations of it being a blockbuster movie, you would hated the movie. I guarantee you're one of the people that would say that it was deserved the rating it got. For me, I don't think it was the world's greatest movie. I don't think it was supposed to. For a setup movie, it's like how some movies were. My brain's not working like right now, unfortunately, but it's like how some Marvel setup movies were setup movies for Avengers.
The thing with me is, I don't know if that was it, but for me, my thought process was, if you're gonna make a movie of Batman versus Superman, and you're going to make such a movie and like do such a claim, it should have been better than that.
I do see where it's coming from, but it was called Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, Dawn of the Justice League. So I guess if you're going in with not a lot of knowledge about DC, then you'd probably be like, "Oh, they're just gonna fight." But it kind of in the title gives away that it's supposed to be like the precursor to the Justice League.
Fair, true point.
But from hearing like that it's supposed to be a setup movie, does that change your opinion at all, or are you still just like banging on it?
It does. Like, I still think it's meh.
No, I don't think it was great in any stretch of imagination. I think it was a good setup movie. Like, which would put it at, like, in my head, a 6 out of 10? Maybe? Something around those lines? Not a 3 out of 10, like where most people are rating it. I think it's a solid
I
6.
put it at least a 7.
Yeah, I don't know if I can put it as a 7 due to the whole overhype. Like, I think that really does kill it a lot.
Can I meet you in the middle at 6.5?
Deal. I accept your 6.5 terms. Which rounds up to 7.
Fantastic.
So you win. But yeah, like for a setup movie, just gonna say it one more time, I think that's okay. But I'm trying so hard to come up with video games that are overhyped right now.
I can think of like old ones, but
Like Portal 2? Was that overhyped? Was that one? I can see that being overhyped, but I
That was a good game, though.
I liked Portal 2 a lot.
Uh-huh. But I don't know if it was overhyped.
I wasn't
old
around,
enough
yeah.
to be, yeah.
I wasn't into the PC gaming community until like that was already out for a while, I think.
Yeah. Same.
God, you guys are making me stop drawing so I can look up games that were overhyped.
Drawing. You're drawing?
Yeah.
Can I see?
No.
Please?
Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 was apparently overhyped and was bad. I thought that was a pretty good game.
Oh, totally. That one was overhyped. Yeah, I remember that because that was also a console game, right?
Oh, Rise, Son of Rome. There you go.
That was an overhyped game. Yep. Okay. Good one.
Oh, yeah, we can't go any higher than that.
I completely forgot about that game.
Yeah, so did everyone else.
Oh.
Yeah. Fair point.
Yeah. There we go.
oh, the shots are fired.
Did anyone think Knack was good?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what Knack is?
No.
Was that the one that
It was one of the
PS4?
PS4 launch titles.
Yep, that was overhyped. Or it could have been really good, but it was not.
How's it spelled?
K-N-A-C-K. Duke Nukem Forever. That's a good one too.
That one was yeah.
Ooh.
Wow, I've never seen this game before.
Really?
It's supposed to be really
it was talked
good.
about a lot. Yeah.
Huh.
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Oh, well, I mean, in 2013, I think I was still playing on Xbox 360. So this was PS4, maybe
You
that's
weren't
why.
peeking at the competition?
I can't remember if I was. It was 3 years ago now. What was it? What's this game even supposed to be?
That's a good question. I don't think anyone ever found out.
It's a platform beat 'em up video game. That's what it is.
I was gonna say
Platformer?
platformer, but then
Yeah.
I was like, that's not a platformer. Because the picture I saw was like Knack in big form. Like really big form. I was
Okay.
like, you can't platform like that.
Is that who the big guy is on the
the
cover
like
art?
the red? Yeah.
the
Yep,
person's
it's
face
yellow,
at the
it's
top?
really tiny. It's sometimes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
His size
He can
varies.
change his size.
Huh.
So you go from like really tiny little platform puzzle game to like gigantic just punch everything.
You know, I really feel like that could have been something. Like with that, like
It could have, but it was
it
not.
wasn't. Yeah, but like that idea could work. So if someone is good at making video games, so they should do
Someone
that.
who isn't Sony.
Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, because like that's a cool dynamic,
Not
right?
that Sony's bad, but
That'd be really.
It's
So
just
I don't
messed
know
up.
if this is like the game, like you guys are thinking of. I'm thinking of like almost like a Mario-esque platformer, right? And then say like when Mario eats the mushroom,
are
it
you
goes
telling
into
me Mario isn't a beat 'em up?
well. I mean, no,
Look at what
I don't
happens to
think-
those Goombas.
That's true.
Sorry, I had to burp.
It just sounded like you were really upset about the Goombas.
Like,
You start
leave
crying.
the Goombas alone.
What did they ever do to you, man? But like when Mario eats the mushroom, it turns into this 3D game where like instead of it's a platformer, you're going like you still going like in a platformer like pace or whatever, but you have to fight all the enemies like in an action game. I think that'd be pretty cool, and that might exactly be what that game was.
Probably.
I don't know, but it'd be pretty cool, I think. But overhyped video games, huh? I can think of a lot of bad
We
video
already
games.
peaked. We said Rise, Son of a...
Yeah, you're right. Like, I don't think we can beat that, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess the problem is that like the overhyped games everyone forgets about.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they
you're
were
right.
Overhyped, and everyone's like, well, let's go back to World of Warcraft.
Yeah, so I think, yeah, like, the video game world compared to the movie world, the video game world would be like, oh, this was overhyped and it's shit. Alright, let's move on. And, like, it's just forgotten
Movie
about.
world is, this was overhyped. Let's talk about it for a year.
The next 20 years.
I'm ready. I have
Failure
my
of the
blank
movie
shield.
industry.
I refuse, and I have not, and I will never read any Lord of the Rings book, any Harry Potter book, nothing. Movie.
That is
No,
so
I refuse. Never
No.
have.
Hey,
Never
man, more
will.
power to you. More
No,
power to
sorry.
you.
Dude, are you just not a, are you not a fan of, like, fantasy at all?
Oh, I'm a huge fan of fantasy. I just refuse to watch those mainstream overhyped piece of crap.
No. I think, okay, I understand not watching movies because the movies are never as good as the books, but Tolkien is like classic, okay? It's not overhyped, it's just the movies that have like made this supposedly mainstream. I think if you were wanting to read a book and the type of book interested you, like the genre or the characters interested you, I would definitely say go ahead and read them because like Lord of the Rings, those are good books. Like those are top-notch literature. And Harry Potter, that is like one of the best stories that you could ever read. Honestly, like they are so good. You could reread them over and over again. My parents do all the time, and they never get bored of them because they are so good. And like the plot is amazing. The characters are well developed. Like I understand you're not wanting to be like the mainstream. You want to be a hipster. But to say that you don't want to give a book, you don't want to give a book a chance just because it's mainstream, I think that's unfair because you're not giving the book a chance to prove that it's worthy of this overhype. It's not really overhype because
I don't want to. No, that's not. No. You didn't let me finish. Like, I don't want to like read all those either because it's like, if I start something, I want to finish it, and me finishing like all those books and all the like that's so much time that I don't have.
Yeah. But I mean, if you do ever want to read something, like definitely give Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings a chance. I'd actually say that they're about equal within the amount of time that it will take to read them, especially if you're going to read the Hobbit books as well as Lord of the Rings.
I thought of it. Sorry, go ahead, finish and then I'll...
Sorry. Because Tolkien is a lot harder to read, it's a lot harder to comprehend, and at some points, like, his language could be a little bit dry, but you get used to that anyway. It takes a while to read, but while Harry Potter is written at a much lower reading level, there's a lot more books, so it would be about the same time. But you could probably finish, like, the Harry Potter books in 2 weeks if you really read. Because they're good. And, like, you'll be they're gripping. You won't be able to put it down, honestly. They're good.
Oh,
That's it.
I will take that into account, actually. Thank you. I might... But anyway, I thought of the most overrated movie. The most overrated, and it was a bad movie. It was such a bad movie. Divergent. Oh my god, no.
I never saw it,
never-
actually.
I never actually saw that, but
I didn't care enough to
You
watch
guys
it.
haven't seen... you're better off not seeing it.
I might read the book, but I think it came out, the book was really hyped at the point in time in my life when I was like, I'm too cool for reading. I don't want to read. I have better things to do with my life than read. And honestly, like this period has been too long because this summer I have like a bunch of books and I'm going to like binge read them all because I have missed reading so bad and I didn't even realize it. But that came out during the period of time when I was like, I'm not going to read. I don't want to read. So I never really got into that hype with it. And I'm sure it's a good book, but the movie honestly didn't look like it was equivalent to the book because, you know, the movies are never as good as the books. Everyone knows this.
Although, like, the basic term people use is, like, think of the Hunger Games with more rules. And the thing is, that's
Yeah.
kind of true.
I kind of got that vibe from it. Like, I saw the trailer and I was like, I heard that people were talking about the book in my school, and like I kind of got that vibe from it. It sounded like a little bit of the Hunger Games, you know, kind of like a Maze Runner sort of thing, and I was like, okay. And I'm not really one of those people that jumps at the chance to read those mainstream books. And I mean, I'm not saying this because I'm a hipster, but I am a hipster. But I'm not
Chrissy
saying
admitted
that
it.
I'm not
because I'm
saying
a
this
hipster.
because, but
I'm
I
just,
am.
I'm kind
It's not because I am a hipster. I am.
yeah. But I just those kind of mainstream books that everyone tends to like are pretty much all the same. And I will give them a chance if I ever like get a copy of the book or I'm like, yeah, I should probably read that. But you know, most of them tend to be the same genre, the same type of characters. They, like, repeat the same thing over and over again. I'm just kind of sick of that genre, which is why I've branched out into, like, less known books that you find and you're like, oh, I should read that.
Hipster
Looks
books.
really interesting. You know, hipster books. But, this is my personal experience, and I'd like to talk about these couple books here right now. Devante, you can speak after me. 1 second. But I read these books, and they're good books. Don't get me wrong. I love you, authors. You did a very, very nice job writing them. But there's a series of books called Delirium, and then there's 3 books in this series: Delirium, Pandemonium, and Requiem. And then there's another series of books by a different author called Selection, The Elite, and The One. And honestly, these are like your classic girly girl literature, and it's the same like love triangle sort of dystopian society where you have to choose between the boys. I'm really
Hate
kind
it
of
when
sick.
that happens.
I know. And I mean, as a girl growing up being raised as a girl, these are the kind of books that people are like, oh, you should read this. So, you know, I pick up those kinds of books and I read them and I'm like, oh, okay. But as I read these books, I was like, I'm seeing a pattern here. Because
Why read a book about having to choose between boys when you can just go out into society and choose between boys?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then
Oh,
there's like
totally.
there's another one, I think it was in 6th grade, these ones were really popular. It was called Matched. And like on the cover there's this girl like inside of like this
Oh,
glass
I've seen
sphere.
those.
You've probably seen them. They were really, really popular. But it's like the same kind of books over and over again. And I'll give you the premise right now. Main character girl has to choose between a really classy, more, I don't know, sophisticated or a loud boy. Honestly, the boy that is more in tune with the rules of the dystopian society versus the rebel, the hot one, the one that you fall in love with when you meet him, even though you're supposed to be in love with the one that is in tune with the rules.
When you just said that, I pictured like 20 different movies.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
I'm gonna be honest
There's
with you.
the same thing over and over again. And don't get me wrong, they're nice books, but I'm kind of getting tired of reading the same thing over again. So, that's
That makes
my
sense.
main.
Want to know my... Oh, can I... You done, Kat?
I was just gonna...
Go ahead. Go! Wow! Did I ruin the moment? Fuck.
If no one talks, I'm some sort of rambling, so I'm gonna warn you.
I'm just gonna talk then. My favorite part is when I'm reading... I like reading random stories online or just random books at times when I'm just really bored. I'm like, okay, I'll check this out, And the thing that tilts me on edge is when people's like, okay, guys, my character is not a Mary Sue. And, like, their only flaw is like, oh, my parents are dead. Oh, I have a bad past. Like, oh my god, you can't think of anything else. It's like, you beat... I just started this, and I am somehow... I'm like a 4-foot girl, and I can somehow beat the 6-foot jock, and it's like,
I also like to bring up... Are you done, Devante? Sorry.
yeah, I'm done.
Okay. I'd also like to bring up this amazing guy. I love him. He's great. He's a good author. But John Green...
Is this all his fault?
Green's book. I love John Green. He's a great YouTuber. He's a great
He's a
blogger.
good
I love
person. I
Crash
really
Course.
like him as a
He's
person.
a good person. I love Crash Course. But I'm looking at The Fault in Our Stars, sitting on that. I'm looking for Alaska on my shelf right now. They're so... I don't even know what to say. You've probably heard this a million times, but they're like the same thing. They're the same
Yeah.
thing. And like same with paper towns and like a lot of this stuff. Even though everyone's like, oh my god, John Green's books are so different than like the other books that are being written right now about teenage girls.
Spoiler
Like,
alert, they're not.
the same. They're the same.
I
And,
honestly,
mean, go ahead.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Have you
you never read
ever
these
read or seen the movie
Nope.
Fallen Over Stairs?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it was
I mean,
it
I
was
would
very
recommend
hyped
them.
up. Honestly.
I would recommend The Fault in Our Stars. I would recommend Looking for
You mean
Alaska.
the
and
book?
But you're
yeah,
like
yeah,
just
the book.
saying that
The
people
book.
are
Just gonna
saying,
clarify.
oh, it's so different when it's really not.
Yes, I'm clarifying. This is the book, not the movie. The movies, I felt, with The Fault in Our Stars, they did an okay job with the movies. I wasn't disappointed, but it wasn't nearly as good as it could have been. But I do love The Fault in Our Stars, but it is way too popular for what it is, honestly. Because
It's a really
it's a nice book.
depressing story.
You know, I read it for the
too,
first time.
honestly.
I read it for the first time, and I was like, this is so funny. This is so me. This is such a great book. You know, I got it. It was funny. There's a lot of sarcastic humor, which was really me at the time, and I thought it was hilarious. I loved the characters, and you know, spoiler alert, Augustus dies. I was sad, but it wasn't like, it was obviously sad. He died, and you know, Hazel was supposed to die first, but Augustus ends up dying, and you're like, oh my god, that's so sad. But really, that ending was kind of disappointing in my opinion, even though it's an okay ending. Anyway, but then I read it again recently, and I was like, man, this is so depressing. I didn't even realize how depressing the entire book, not just like the deaths, but the entire book. Okay, Hazel has cancer, and she's clinically depressed, and then she.
Yeah.
It's so
The story is about
depressing.
like two kids that are
Two
dying
kids
to
with
fall in love.
Cancer, and it is so depressing, and just like the language that Hazel uses. The first time that I was reading it, I was like, I love her sarcastic humor. This is so me. But then I read it again, and I was like, she's so depressed.
This isn't
I
sarcasm.
can't. This is just a cynical teenage girl with cancer talking. I couldn't believe
Yeah.
how depressing it actually was.
Oh, God.
Whoops.
It was so- I couldn't believe myself for thinking that it was like witty and funny.
Oh, this is
It-
witty
it
sarcasm. I
it is-
love this.
It is at some points. I'm not gonna lie. It can be a humorous book, but I just
Can't
took
tell if witty sarcasm or cancer.
Or clinically depressed cancer teens.
I mean,
Or sarcasm.
it is like witty and sarcastic at a lot of points, but really there's this extremely dark undertone to the entire book that I just couldn't believe that I didn't pick up on it in the first time. I just kind of like blindly worshipped the book, and you know, I appreciated that I did at the time because it gave me like a book to love. But
I
like
love this
looking
book.
back on it now, I was like, I really shouldn't have loved the book that much. So I have other favorites now. Fruits Basket,
I'm
even though it's not technically a book.
It's a manga.
It's manga, but I do have a few books that I am planning on like legitimately reading, and I do have other favorite books that are less than mainstream. So,
I'm so sad that my favorite book, I can't like remember, but it's the name of it, and it's like this book was so depressing because basically it was about how the moon is basically gonna crash into the earth, and you can't stop it, and basically everyone's going into like this depression, and you're watching from this girl's POV, and it's like you can see it slowly getting worse and worse. And what the book did really well is they didn't make it so the event like randomly happened. It happened at a slow pace that was actually realistic.
Yeah, I watched a movie like that actually recently. I forget what it's called.
Hey, Devante, is it called?
Was it called Majora's Mask?
Oh, was it called Life as We Knew It?
That actually might be it. And who the fuck said Majora's Mask? You little bitch.
Because I literally just
Those
googled
are harsh words.
the word
Nathan.
Devante. I just literally googled the words "book"
That's
from a
actually
girl's
it.
perspective
That's
about the
actually
moon
it.
crashing into
I-
the earth, and
Yeah. That's it.
There you go. Now you know it.
Thank you. I'm actually gonna look that up on my Kindle and see how much that costs, because I'll buy it again.
I did
I
think
don't
that.
remember. There was a
Nora's Mask.
very similar to that. It was a movie about
You're cutting out for me, Kat. I don't know if you're cutting out for anyone else.
Yep.
She is? Okay.
Yep. Oh no, she is.
I assume she's
Elijah
coughing.
Wood. Am I still cutting out?
Oh yeah, we didn't hear anything.
Wood.
We just heard Elijah
Like,
Wood
we
is the
can
only
make
thing out of any that we heard.
Am I dead still?
You
Yes.
sound clear right now to me.
Okay. Alright. It's called Deep Impact. It's about comet hitting Earth.
No, I don't know that one.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't think I could go on about books.
It's got
for
Elijah
this
Wood
long.
in it,
I'm
though. Must
impressed
be
with
good.
myself.
Yeah. It was actually, I really didn't like the movie, honestly. For all the good actors that were in it, I thought it was a very disappointing movie. Because the ending, I hated the way that they ended it. And the way that, just the entire, not just the very end, just the entire movie was bad.
Oh.
It's like I didn't like the part. Well, I didn't like any of it. It was horrible.
My parents made me watch it. Here, this great movie. You should watch it. And I'm okay, fine, whatever. And
And
and I will never know.
Dude.
yeah, it starts out. There's like these two main characters, Elijah and girl. I don't remember.
Elijah Wood and girl number 5.
we obviously know who she was interested in.
Mm-hmm. Girl number 5.
They're like young.
Elijah Wood was in the movie. Who else?
Yeah, actually, you can't.
Who would be
Yeah.
interested in the girl?
No, that's true. I'll give you that. It's Elijah Wood.
Are we gonna talk about the Notebook now? Depressing things.
Yeah, I've
Yeah, the
never
star
seen The Notebook. Honestly, never planned to see The Notebook.
Agreed.
No, I'd actually. So, to be honest with you, I don't even really know the plot of The Notebook. I just know I make fun of it when anyone names chick
Probably
flicks.
some dumb, romantic, shitty movie.
It's the most beautiful thing. No.
I was gonna say, Devante, this is not no. I don't believe you for a second.
You know, sometimes I could go for my like sappy romance novel, but The Notebook and the other ones by like the same author, I forget his name, Sparks.
I
Not
I laughed.
my type of book. Nope, I'll never read Twilight. I'll never.
Still
This is
better
the
look certain
hipster in me
Twilight.
talking.
You know, Twilight is
No one
bad
likes
when
Twilight.
the main actor says he hates his character.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
but I feel really bad. I feel really bad that Kristen Stewart got caught up in the whole mess of Twilight because people
But,
say that she's such a bad actress, and she's not. She really isn't a bad actress.
I think
Just
she.
played a
had-
bad
I think she is a bad
had
actress.
bad
So
role.
I think
She
she's
was-
actually been. Name a movie she's been good in.
She was really good in this movie called Speak. I read the book and then I watched the movie.
She was also
It's, like-
horrible in Snow White and the Huntsman. I believe she was in. Horrible
Okay,
in
well,
that as well.
some of the movies obviously she's not going to be good in, but some of them she's probably getting better. But she's not bad. She's not horrible. She's not nearly as horrible as people said she was because of her Twilight role. Like, she was. I've seen a few other movies with her in them, and for the character that she plays, she is 100% fitting. And I feel that she does a
in
good
the
job
in the movie
portraying
Speak,
the
I will
character.
ask you this: is
Yeah.
your character emotionless and not able to express emotion?
Basically, okay.
That's who she is as an actress. That's not her being good. That's
Dude,
her shit.
She was lit in
I-
the Thora.
Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I watched the Thora. That was such a good
Zathura,
movie.
she did a good job in Zathura. But, in Speak, she has to play this character who really has to learn to speak up about, because, you know, alright, this is a kind of a serious topic. She was raped by this guy at a party, and she does not speak up about it, which is a major thing in her life, and this entire incident has been weighing on her for so long, and it's just been like tearing up her life, and she doesn't know who to talk to about this, so she really has to learn to like give herself a voice. She has to learn to speak, and as Stewart portrayed
So you were cutting out again. I'm going to be honest.
Yep.
So
Am I okay?
kind of you cut out while saying, "Are you
I was
okay?"
waiting for the user timed out.
Yeah.
R.I.P. me.
Okay, so I heard all of
Yes,
that.
Rest in peace, you.
All right, just
When did
I'll
I-
let you know if you cut out again. You
When did I start?
stop you.
I don't remember.
You were talking about the movie and the plot where she was raped
You
and
were
she had to
saying
stand
about
up
how
about
it's
it.
a serious problem,
Yeah.
how she's not speaking up about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And she like
doesn't
had to
know
stand
who
up
talk
about
to.
it or whatever.
So she didn't really know who to talk to about this entire incident, and she was really struggling with trying to find her voice and trying to speak up of this happened. And I think Kristen Stewart does a really nice job with portraying the character, not because she's completely emotionless, but because as the actress, she manages to portray the struggle that the girl had to go through. And really have to the movie, which you don't have to do, but I would recommend the book. It's nice. Well, it's not nice, but it's a good book, and it really speaks to you as a reader. But Kristen Stewart did a good job with that role. That's my point.
Everyone, she's a famous Hollywood actress. I'd hope she did something right once with her acting career.
Yeah.
So.
And then she cheated.
Oh yeah, that whole debacle. Like I don't like her as a person because of that whole thing. But.
I try not to keep up on like the hot goss.
Yeah,
And,
but like you
it'll
kind
ruin
of
my-
have to, because like when it comes to like famous people, you have to know who like to actually care about. Like there's
Yeah.
a few people that they're like, no, I'm never gonna care about this person due to the shitty things they
I
did.
so much about the Kardashians. Like you have
No,
no
like-
idea, honey.
There's like they could so obviously they could all die in a car crash today, and I'd be like, oh, okay. Sorry to hear that.
And you'd be like, huh,
Okay.
that's a car crash.
That was really good.
That's
How did no one see that
I
coming?
don't
Why are
know.
you people laughing at that?
I don't know. Just don't judge me, Nathan. Or judge me a lot. One of the two. Not in between though.
The better question is, how did they not see that car?
Yeah, that's a better.
Too much plastic surgery.
Yeah,
their
it like
eyes don't work
yeah.
anymore.
There's,
Yeah,
they
their
they
eyes
got their
don't
eyes
work.
plastic surgery too, so they wouldn't realize. Yeah, and they tried
It's
driving.
just so much plastic surgery, their neck just doesn't move anymore, so they can't rotate their head. So to look left and look right, they have to move their whole body.
That's great.
oh my, I can see that.
Hmm. Like there,
Oh my gosh,
there are
that'd be
there are
so
some famous
hilarious.
people that like I totally care about though. Like I care a lot about Chris Pratt.
Oh,
I think Chris Pratt is an awesome person.
Oh, he's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes it. If you look up to a person and you like that person, then yes, it makes sense to keep up on like what they're doing. But if it's just like an actor that you don't particularly like, I don't really see the point in just keeping up with like the random facts and things that happen in their lives because
Well, you can catch them
Like-
when they slip up and give them a lot of crap
Mhm.
when it
Yeah.
happens.
Yep.
I
It's
don't
always good.
really like doing that though because like it's a hard life.
Well,
as a
then what's the
celebrity.
point of existing on this planet?
Right.
I don't know, being a nice person maybe.
That's so rude.
What's the payout in that?
Yeah. What's the point of being a nice person, Kat?
A lot of people really like you and think you're really nice.
I don't know. I don't think she realizes we're being sarcastic yet.
Hey, Hydro.
What up? What'd you say?
Exactly.
No, like you didn't come through. Whatever
You said, hey, Hydro, question.
Oh, question? Is that what you said?
Yes, I have a question for you.
Alright, shoot.
Do you know why you made this podcast?
Kind of? Yeah, why?
Is the answer relevant? Is it like a very good reason
No.
that has value to it?
No, not really.
You
I mean,
should.
I could probably tell you.
Yeah, it's
No
not...
one asked you, Mark.
Well, Mark was there when I made it. Literally, like, I've
Yeah.
told this probably 100 times on the podcast before, or, like, if you ever asked, I don't really care, it's really fast. I watched a podcast called Painkiller already, and I loved it so much, and I wanted to be able to make my own podcast. And basically got a few friends in on it, and made a podcast. because I really liked the joy that podcast brought to me. So I'm like, I hope I can do the same. Yeah, that's my answer.
So inspirational.
Yeah, totally. Everyone should care.
I need to go get my blonde wig fucked out to get this more realistic.
Do you say blonde wig?
I need to get my blonde wig. I had to... Before I was gay,
Uh-huh.
and I kid you not, I didn't
Before-
know I was gay.
Before I was gay.
One time before I was gay.
I like the way you, I don't know, that's, before I was gay. Like, suddenly. I mean, this did happen suddenly, we were like, oh.
I
don't
was like,
know.
I'm trying it really actually was suddenly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Devante, you've told me this story before, and it wasn't, like, an always thing.
I know.
But I like that. Before I was gay.
It's the phrasing.
Yeah, it was good.
It's like,
Uh-huh.
it would happen suddenly. It wasn't like, I think I could be gay. I think it could. It's like, it was annoying. I'm like, okay, I'm fucking gay.
It's like there's time periods, BG and AG, before gay, after gay.
So, before, when I was like, it was a few years ago, we were having this talent show, and I was like one of the event coordinators and stuff like that, and the main person's like, we need something to really make this wild, something that no one would expect, something different from the other talent show. They were all sitting there, and, it's like, and then I just said, I can dress up as a fucking cheerleader. And then everyone gave me the biggest what the fuck look. And I'm like, I'll fucking do it, why not? And she's just like, are you serious? She's like, yes, I will. And so, no one believed me. Not one person believed me.
That's a good story. Oh man. Are you serious? Alright, so my internet cut out, background noise. This isn't happening way too often now. It's happened last week too, and I really do apologize for this.
Connection lost.
And I hope my internet does come back for this. It's been a good week, podcast. I hope you guys have all enjoyed your week leading up to this.
Connect.
Yeah, that's been a
And
part.
now I'm back.
Coming
Yeah,
villains.
okay. So I left. I got dropped when you were saying that no one believed you would do it for cheerleader
No
story.
one believed I would do it, so I had to do a 5-second cheer. So I go out and everyone sees me, and then I do a 5-second cheer like, there. And it was something along these lines. It's like, their cheer sucks, my cheer's awesome, cheer for me, I got these pom-poms. And I did like a little pose, and then I got everyone to cheer, and I felt so bad because I didn't mean to actually show them up like that. I just thought I
Oh,
would get like a clap
you
or
just
two.
won the talent show. That's how that went. You were the winner.
That was probably one of my favorite nights.
Other than every night you're on background noise. I'm good at jokes. I love my life.
We need new topics, hurry.
Do we need
Oh.
new topics?
What did Kat have for dinner tonight?
God damn it!
We could play this.
Let's play.
Devante doesn't like this game either.
We do it as long as it's not Sky, I'm good with that.
It's tradition.
I'm
I hate tradition.
No one asked for tradition. What?
I'm gonna just guess hot dogs and throw that out there. You know, feeling it. No one stole my guess hot dogs this week, so I'm gonna go with it. Does anyone else want to guess? I know Nathan doesn't. Devante, I feel like you don't want to guess.
But he could
Oh.
anyway because he's a nice person.
Cat! Damn it!
Devante, I will let you
did
go
you-
with the Nathan clause if you want. You don't have to play.
What's the food?
The Nathan
American.
clause.
Yeah, well, it is pretty American, but it's not.
Did you have? Wait,
Pretty
no,
American.
those are mixed. I need to remember what way I'm saying this because it's like there's food that a lot of people eat in America, like tacos.
When
No, it's not actually from America, so I should have
yeah, no, totally. Like tacos, that's not really American. Like even like pizza, I would say, is an American, or even spaghetti. That's not American because that's.
Did you
like,
have
influences.
burgers, Cat?
I'm gonna tell you that my food is not technically American. It is not from America.
Okay, no.
But a lot of
Understand.
people in America food.
Well then, pizza.
Yeah, I feel like it's pizza, spaghetti, or one of the things I just named. So.
Tacos.
Yeah, or tacos, pizza, spaghetti. It's only one of those three, 100%.
All right.
I already guess hot dogs though, so.
Is that it?
Yep.
Is that everyone's guess?
Yep.
It was.
Is what?
It
What?
was.
It was
Pizza.
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 Okay.
Someone guess pizza?
Pizza.
Actually,
Devante.
that is technically American. It wasn't made
Well.
in Italy. It was made in America by an Italian.
Yeah. But like
Oh,
Italian
I didn't
influence,
know
so.
that, man. I've always.
When
It's like-
someone says tacos, I just have this like image in my head. I put it in the chat for you guys. I just had this little image when someone says taco.
Me.
That's an adorable little taco, dude.
Exactly. And no one will ever be able to see it, so they'll never have any idea what I'm talking about.
Oh, I showed it.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I showed it on a podcast, my man.
Why?
Why not, dude? Well, I'm not gonna let them out.
OIP.
Like, am I gonna leave the audience
them
out
this.
if not seeing this adorable little taco? How could I do that to them?
Leo,
You know, like they're my audience, man. They're like a family.
you act like you actually care.
Like-
You're only in it for the money.
Yeah, because I totally made money from this.
Yeah, totally. Because everyone makes money off YouTube videos. Don't you know that?
Oh yeah, well, everyone makes money off of YouTube, and no one can do it for fun.
Never. Who would do YouTube for fun?
It's crazy,
Not even
right?
PewDiePie. Not anymore.
Oh,
Well, yeah, PewDiePie did it for fun for like a year, and then he
Yeah,
realized he could
yeah.
make money, and he did. Lots of
Yeah, which was actually a pretty smart move.
Oh, of course, yeah. If you can make money off YouTube, do it. Like, people like your
I-
content, but...
have you guys seen like the big like PewDiePie Markiplier and like the Mark dude? There's two Marks, I think. Is his name
Hi.
Matt
Hi.
something? Like everyone's saying YouTube
Hi.
has changed, and I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Matt who?
Who even cares? It's just... It's free
Oh.
entertainment. You can't complain.
Yeah, like, if you don't like the content, just go to someone else. Like,
Or stop watching
Yeah.
it. Like, honestly, you can live without watching your Jacksepticeye videos every day, okay?
then you gotta keep in
I'm-
mind if the content creator doesn't like the content they're making, then...
I
You
love how
shouldn't really
Matthew's
either.
scenario, or his name is, got
Matthew's
busted as a fake.
Yeah.
Matthew Sand.
I know who you're talking about. It's not gonna attempt
Yeah,
to...
I love how
he's
he got
bald or
busted as a
whatever.
fake.
Wait, what is this?
He's a literal plagiarizer.
Yeah.
He got busted.
Who is?
Matthew's I can't say his last name.
Santoro? or
Yeah, that
something?
guy.
Yes.
I know of him, but I
I was never
haven't
into his content.
seen it. Nah,
I
yeah.
never got into his content either, but
This
I
is
love
true,
how
bro.
he got proven as a fake.
Yeah. It happens, like, a few people
Santoro.
get, like, proven that they did something wrong. or something
YouTuber.
crappy.
Canadian YouTube personality and former accountant. He is most well known for his top 10 lists and 50 amazing fact videos where he posts to his main channel Matthew Santoro.
Because he got I forgot. Oh my god! But basically, he took all the facts off a list from a different site that actually published it, and
Uh-huh.
he put it in his list. And the thing that is like, you could somehow say, "Oh, that was maybe a coincidence," but no. The 10 people that they did in like the website's list and his list, same exact order, and he's literally reading it word for word.
Yeah, man.
That's
Matthew Santoro plagiarism. Update on the Matthew Santoro plagiarism scandal. Oh man,
So
And,
many
like,
scandals
grade A
these
under
days.
eight.
people are so dramatic. Plagiarism
Drama.
today. I love this website.
You know, it's like, if you're taking content that's not yours and using it as your own, then you shouldn't be doing that. Like, that's the point.
You have to leave. It's 8:31. Go hurry now, guys.
Last week, I
Yeah,
know
Mark,
was
it's about
posted
time
to
for
my-
you, I think. It's 8:32 is
Yep,
coming up.
I need to head out.
Alright.
You need to go
Alright.
now while it's 8:31. Go.
Goodbye.
See you, Mark. Thanks for coming on.
See you, Mark.
Of course.
User disconnected from
Yes,
the
you
channel.
left all of 831.
Yeah, right. But it is a shame, honestly, to see like bigger YouTubers get caught up in these stupid scandals. When like they could have totally been avoided every time. Like,
Yeah, like just do your own content.
like right, like is it that hard to come up?
Just
Okay,
do your
so I
content.
understand there's a lot of top 10 lists and everything out there, but like if you're a top 10, let's just come up with something else. Don't do that topic if
Yeah.
you can't come up with 10.
It
Like,
pisses me off because like I feel like he wasn't even doing it for fun. Then like
No.
it was purely for
Money.
the views and money.
it was.
To recap, last week, I don't know when this is posted, so it might not actually be last week, YouTuber Graydon posted a video accusing fellow YouTuber Matthew Santoro of plagiarism in one of his list videos. The allegations were actually a revisiting of accusations originally posted to Reddit in 2015 that have since been picked up by others. However, Grade A videos drew a deal of attention to it and highlighted the very clear evidence that Santoro, best known for his I don't know that word actually. It looks like entertainment, but it's not. Videos in a list format and had copied a previous article from Listverse. Well, a lot has happened since. Okay, whatever. Yeah, it's not important. All right,
I need to be
Okay.
right back for a second and put my food in the fridge or it's gonna spoil.
enjoy
Do
your
that, yeah.
trip to the fridge.
More importantly, where did Mark go?
Mark, I don't know why he left or
Left.
anything, but he just had to go at this time. He said it pre-podcast.
Okay.
But you know, it's a shame to see these people get into situations that they 100% could have avoided. And it's like, I don't like to see people shoot themselves in the foot. Because it's a shame, you know. It's like they could have totally avoided this somehow.
Yeah,
but
just make your own content. That's why
Yeah,
you're famous,
right,
because
like-
you make your own content.
I don't understand. Like, even if you're
Why
in
would
it
you
for the
even risk
money,
that?
right? Like, why would you ever just copy content?
Why
I
would
don't
you?
like that.
You're famous. Someone's gonna catch you. Your content to however many people find your video.
Mhm.
Like, if your teacher can catch you plagiarizing your essay, a couple thousand or million people, out of that couple million people, someone will figure out that your video isn't real. Well,
Yeah.
not real, but yeah, whatever. Plagiarized. So,
No, you're right. Like, especially for someone with a huge audience, right? Like, you're gonna get
Yeah,
caught. What are you thinking? Like, there's like 0% chance you're not gonna get caught.
and being famous on YouTube, you're obviously gonna have like your haters, and you know
course,
those people
yeah.
are gonna be out to get you. So
Yeah, of course.
just don't risk it.
I mean, yeah, because like, for anyone who has a big following, you also can have a big group of people that don't like you for whatever reason, whether it's really petty or like it's legitimate.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, they're gonna kind of
They're
do
gonna
whatever they
wanna-
can to tear you down. if
Yeah,
they
they're gonna be
find
like, this
something
guy's
wrong.
plagiarizing, and when you actually are, you're gonna be in some trouble there.
Yeah. Which sucks, you know.
Oh my. Okay, so you know how many of you watched the Muppets?
I used to when I was a kid, you know.
Yeah.
Are you
me
talking
too.
about the new one?
Just the old one, actually.
Okay, because the new one I heard was really bad.
I have not seen the new one. I only watched the old one. But you know that Kermit the Frog face that he makes, like when he squishes his face up and he's like,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that
that
face, yeah.
is the one where he like he just drank really bad tea, or someone said something really dumb.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yep.
Yeah. I love that face.
Yeah,
It's my
that's a
favorite
good face. Yeah, I do like that one.
that is probably the greatest Kermit face.
Yeah, it.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And I just love so forever. I don't care what people say about the Muppets. I will always love the dynamic of Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy.
Yeah.
I think it's like the funniest, coolest like thing ever.
And then they broke up.
Look, they broke up like 80 times in like the show.
Actually together, okay? When were they actually ever
Yeah, that's a
together?
better question. Like every Muppets movie they ever had was like they break up at one point. It's really dramatic, and then they like get back
Oh,
together.
you watched the movies?
I watched
them
them when I was a
the
kid.
series. TV
Of course,
show,
I
like
watch the series as well. I mean, but
Yeah,
that
I
was
watched,
more
like,
of a
they would have
movie
guest
plot.
star actors or singers or whoever they were, and like, my favorite part, the thing with Animal, and then those like pink birds, do 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 do,
Mhm.
Phenomena,
Yeah,
that was my
those are great.
favorite one.
Yeah,
Banana.
those are great. Honestly, I just love that show. I love that show. I also loved Sesame Street as a kid. Like Sesame Street was one of my favorite for sure. You're like dead. You're like we're dead, cat.
Up.
Yeah. I heard like blah 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 blah. Is that what you guys heard?
She was doing the song, the banana.
User in your channel timed out.
Yep. See. Yep. She's gone. Yeah. Now that she's gone.
Now it's all guys.
Yeah.
There's a
It's all
lot.
guys again. Haha. The manliness went up by 0.03%. Yeah. Did you guys watch Sesame Street when you guys were younger at all? It's actually Sesame Street.
I watched it when I was younger.
Yeah.
I think like when I started watching it, like when I was first introduced to it, I was too old because I don't remember enjoying it.
That might be it. I know I didn't watch it past probably like the age of like 8 maybe or something, if I had to guess. I think I saw
I'm pretty sure that was around the time I was introduced.
yeah,
to it,
to be
actually.
fair. And I think the last thing actually, let me look this up. I remember there was a movie and I watched that. That might have been the last thing I watched though.
User joined your channel.
Actually I'm going to look up the
hi.
date of that. What's up? Welcome back.
Yeah, as I was saying, if you Google Kermit making the face, that's the face that will come up, the one that I was talking about. It's amazing.
I don't remember what movie that movie was.
Man, using a Sharpie instead of a marker is gonna look really weird with all this other marker stuff.
Can I see your drawing when it's done?
Yeah, you can see it when it's done because it's going on
Yay.
Instagram
Oh, okay. I'm excited to see it. I love art.
tomorrow.
I'll be on Instagram tomorrow, so that's a good thing.
Okay, this was the last thing I remember. It came out in 1999. Is that really? Did I really only watch it up until I was 3? There's no way. Alright, I must have seen this movie, like, not when it came out then.
Oh.
Teletubbies scare the crap out of me.
I never liked Teletubbies. The only thing I liked was like the Tubby custard, but now I realize that that's like the weirdest part of the show.
Okay, so think about, you didn't like the show. Think about how confusing it was for me. I didn't understand. I thought there was, like, one Teletubby, and, like...
I'm sorry for laughing.
Oh no,
Because, like, all the
that's not
Teletubbies...
even funny.
No, it's horrible, man.
That's just horrible.
Right? Like, I never could like grasp why everyone said all the Teletubbies are different. Because
I mean-
I want to throw this out there as well. My family didn't like really understand or get that I was colorblind until like I was like in 1st grade, I think. So
okay.
like I was watching Teletubbies when I was like a little kid. So I was still seeing in black and white as a little kid, but like there's no one knew.
Well, I mean, all of them had different like shapes with their like antenna things on their head, and they all were different heights. So little you could have figured it out.
They were different heights.
Yeah. Poe is the smallest. The yellow one, which Hydro can't.
So
see.
time out. Just gonna throw this out there. You just identified it by color. So
I mean, I don't know his name, so whatever his name is, he's the tallest. And then there's a purple one, and then I forget what the other. I don't remember the other one's name.
It's not like we
Which
can't avoid it.
I mean, I could freaking Google their names right now if you want me to do that.
no, of course
but
not.
I'm-
But I'm just saying that I don't think that's fair to be mean to little Hydro because
Yeah.
you don't understand what it's like to grow up as a colorblind
Yeah,
child.
and,
So
like,
that's
you
not
didn't
really fair for
realize
you to
that
say.
colorblind.
I
Yeah,
honestly
You didn't realize that you were colorblind.
no, but
so,
I
like,
still was
to
though.
be-
So like.
Mhm. But I mean, imagine being colorblind but not realizing that you're colorblind, so having to deal with that rather than knowing that you're colorblind. You could probably be like, oh, they're probably all different. They're probably different
Yeah.
colors. Like, there'd be a
Sucked.
difference. Yeah. So, yeah.
It sucked. It's like, I don't understand why everyone can identify these so easily, and I can't.
There's, there's someone, Tinky Winky, La La, and Poe.
I don't think anyone actually really cares what their names are.
I'm gonna cry because I don't know.
I mean,
I'll ask Google right now. Let me just pull up my phone.
Yeah.
Okay, Google. What are the Teletubbies names? Alright. Tinky Winky, La La, Dipsy, and Poe. That's it. Those are their names.
Dipsy.
Dipsy.
Yeah.
Like Dipsy Doodles.
Tinky Winky is the purple one. La La is the yellow one. Not that Hydro. Okay, Tinky Winky is the one with the triangle.
You guys, you can talk about it as colors. I'm the only one who doesn't see it. Like, everyone else in the call and the audience.
Alright.
How do you
So-
know someone that's watching doesn't have the same
Yeah.
whatever you
No
have?
one said in the comments, so I would assume not.
Okay, they're all different heights. Alright, so wrong. The yellow one is one of the shortest ones. The tallest one is the purple one, whose name is Tinky Winky, I think. And he has the triangle antenna. And the next tallest one is the green one, whose name is, that's gonna be Dipsy. And then the next one is Lala, which is the yellow one. And that, like, I don't know, freaking thing is like a squiggly. And the last one's Poe. Poe is my favorite because she was the shortest, and then she had like the little circle antenna. So yeah.
I liked Lala.
Uh-huh. She has nice thighs.
I like
Say that.
Lala
The
purely
fuck?
because it was Lala.
Everyone else says let that go by. Like,
Alright, so because I want to stop talking about Teletubbies
Yeah,
and
let's do that.
I want to move to a more serious note, Hydro, I
Okay.
completely
You
forgot what it
think
is that you
Teletubbies
have.
isn't serious? Hold the fucking phone. Okay, sorry.
alright, so, what are you asking?
What is it that it is called?
Do you mean
that
like the
have that
technical
prevents you from seeing color?
name for it, or?
Yes.
I believe it's called acromatopsia. The pronunciation probably isn't there because the person who told me it didn't even know the pronunciation.
Okay.
My eye doctor didn't know it, so.
Okay, because I was talking to my mom about it a while back. She brought something up and she was like, God, I hope it's not that. And I was like, oh God. I don't know if it is or is
Yeah.
not that. I need to confirm this.
Yeah.
This was like months ago. This was like back in 2015, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, that's at least 6 months ago.
Yeah,
Ah.
at least, at the very least.
Yep. I'm
At
good at
least.
math.
One of my favorite, like, Tumblr posts is this person. They posted a picture of a bunch of hot dogs. I think it might have been from SpongeBob, and there's like a shit ton of hot dogs. Or maybe it was a real picture. I don't really remember what exactly it was. The point was that there was a lot of hot dogs. And then the next person, they comment, wow, look at all those hot dogs. There's at least 15.
They're not wrong, probably.
And then the next person says, well, you're not wrong. Because, I mean, they're right, but there is definitely more than 15 in the picture. So, Tumblr humor is my humor. So, yeah. I'm sorry.
Nee.
Yeah, so do we have any podcast topics, or are we gonna just wrap it up soon?
We could do either. And sometimes, like, just to talk about this for a minute for the podcast or anyone wants to listen, sometimes I feel like I might have been... No, I totally see in black and white, but sometimes I don't think it's acromatopsia that's up with me. At least I hope it's not, because, like, if it is, that means I probably go blind one day, so I don't want that to be it. I hope that's not it. That would blow.
Is there a difference between just not having the, what is it, cones and rods?
Yeah, I'm not... so cones are the ones that give you color. And
So
rods,
is
I
it
think,
just
are vision.
Is there a difference between just not having cones
Yeah.
and, like, the acromatopsia?
That I actually don't know.
Okay, well, you could Google that,
could.
look into it, definitely, because this is, like,
It's kind
your
of
health
important,
issue.
yeah.
So
I try to,
I'm definitely-
honestly, I'll be honest with you, I try not to think about it, to to be like. I know it's probably not the best course of
I
action.
would probably do the same.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, going blind is one of my biggest
Yeah,
fears.
it honestly is like probably my biggest fear. Is going blind. That would totally suck.
Yeah.
Cause like the whole. Okay, I probably could get used to not seeing, but it's the whole dependency on other people. You can't really do anything on your own. Which that's what I.
Yeah. But if I were you, I would like look into it because.
I mean, I
there's a
have
difference.
looked. I've looked
I would
into
look into it more depth,
acromegaly.
because if there's a way to prevent future blindness, then
There's no
like,
cure for acromegaly.
Well, I mean, like, there's obviously like some things that you should stay away from, like risk factors, and then there's probably some other things that
I
you
don't think
can,
there is,
like
but
prevent
yeah.
the future things. I mean, you could still look into it. There's no harm.
When it comes to acromegaly, I know
blindness.
almost everything about that.
Oh, okay.
I've done tons of research on.
Okay.
It's just the difference between that, and I just don't want to look into it anymore because
Okay.
not right now at least. Maybe one day. I just just kind of happy, hoping it's not
Living
that.
and seeing.
Yeah, I am really
Yeah.
enjoying seeing things right now. So if I
Yeah.
continue to see things for the rest of my life, I'll just be really happy.
Yeah. So that's okay. Yeah. So if we have any other.
I have a list of topics. Of course, like I always do.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, what do I want to talk about though? Let's see. Let me think.
We should move to something funny and happy.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure this is funny and happy, but this is like a scenario thing.
Okay.
All right. So for an unexplained reason, you have 24 hours to fake your own death.
Oh,
What do you do?
Oh no.
Or I'll give you more
Fake
time
my
if you
death.
need it than 24 hours. But
So, like,
get-
you have like
can't actually
I
die,
get
you just
on
fake
a-
your death.
yeah, this is to fake
Wait,
it.
I have to fake it and not actually.
Yeah,
like,
not die.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
had one ready.
Okay.
I was so ready. But actually, faking it is hard. I actually had my own death already and planned out.
Yeah,
Right?
but like
I don't know if I should be concerned or not.
I already know how I'm dying, so it's fine. Whatever.
So like.
I'll give you more than 24 hours. I feel like 24 hours would be hard, but you within the next month, let's say, or you have to plan it
I would probably practice
death.
being able to hold still and like maybe lower my pulse and like stop breathing because I would act like I was deathly allergic to something and I would accidentally take it and I'd
That's a good-
quote unquote faint and I'd be dead.
I like that.
And then I'd bring like a replica or I'd pay someone to make the best replica and leave it there and then I'd fucking run off. But that'd be my way.
Okay. So like. I want to know what's the context. Like, why am I faking my death?
Oh,
Am I gonna, like, run away to live in the
so
woods with the lemur?
just throwing this out there,
or-
the scenario that I gave you was for no just no. I'm not giving a reason. You just
Okay,
are.
so I'm just gonna disappear after
Yeah,
that.
you're
okay.
faking your own death. No one can know that you're alive.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that I'm going to live off in the woods with the lemur.
Nathan, what are you doing?
Lives over there. Yeah, what are you doing?
I really want to talk, so I keep hitting my talk button, and hopefully someone will let me talk.
All right, Nathan, you go. You go.
All right. So this is kind of stolen from one of those like I forget what kind of advertisement it is, but I would go onto a cruise ship
Yeah.
and I would purposefully sink it and then escape off of the ship, get back to like land, switch or like change my appearance, like my full physical appearance, and then attend my own funeral.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like I feel like part of the thing that has to go into this, you could totally do more like what Kat you were saying is like go live in the wild or something, or you could like do the Nathan approach. Is probably what I would do if I had to.
Yeah.
I would like fake you fake your own death. I feel like if I faked my own death, it would have to be something you could do it really simply, honestly. You could my idea actually was sort of like yours, Nathan, but not to as an extreme degree. is you rent a fishing boat, right? And
You calling me extreme?
well, a little bit, man. Well, because you're sinking an entire cruise ship. The way I was thinking is that you figure out when a storm is happening, maybe, and you basically put the ship you were supposed to be on, make it like a small fishing boat or something, into that storm. And the timing would have to be really good, honestly, for you to be able to do that, because you don't want to actually die.
Attach a bunch of K to it, and just set it off.
Yeah, like just like sail it into something, and I think you'd be good. And then like once you do that, you immediately pay lots of money, get a bunch of plastic surgery done, whatever you have to do to change your appearance.
Yeah.
And do your best not to leave any like fingerprints or anything around anymore. But like once you change your appearance, most of the time you're not gonna really ever have to worry about it again. Especially if you'd have to have a lot of high connections, but if you can like get good documentation, like a new social security number and everything, and you'd be fine. You'd never have to worry about it again.
Did everyone say something?
I think so.
Okay. So then my question is, say we're on an island, right? And the only way to leave said island is you have to kill someone, and then you have to have like a trial, and you have to get away with the murder. You cannot litter.
Danganronpa.
Yes, we're gonna say how you would kill someone Danganronpa style.
Oh no.
AKA, how would you kill someone, and how would you try to get away with it?
I don't know, man. Why are you like trying to make me kill people?
Because
Frame
this is a
death,
fun
like-
topic.
This is really stressful. I'm not gonna be a mercenary when I grow up. This is not my preferred profession. I don't know. First thing that popped in my head was like, this is an idiot thing, and I probably wouldn't end up doing this because I would definitely get found out. But like, push them and make their head fall on a really sharp rock. And I know that wouldn't work because they'd be like, you pushed them. But
Okay, so I'm on an island, right? Is that what you said? Like I'm an island and I have to kill someone?
Like, you're on an island.
Okay.
Yes.
It's gonna throw this.
Would you like me to
Just
go?
gonna throw this out there. You know what? I feel like I'm gonna ruin it, so you guys go first.
Okay, so mine would be... I forgot I had to hold down shift. But I would basically... I would poison someone, but then drown them before they die of poison, and then tighten a rope around their neck to look like they were strangled or they died of poison, but it was really drowning. And then clean their body up so it didn't look like it.
It's not bad.
like all you guys are getting really in depth with these deaths.
I'm such a big Danganronpa fan, I have thought of how I would get away with murder for so long, and I don't know how, and I'm ready for the judging.
I'm totally gonna go like the cat scenario here and ask way too many questions about this hypothetical scenario.
Go ahead.
Is this a monitored island at all?
The only person who can actually see what you're doing, like via cameras, are like the host who can't get involved, like the person who's starting this.
So, there is no visual evidence of anything I do that can be used against me.
Not unless they're there and they see you doing it. The other contestants.
Okay. Because like I feel like. Alright, are there other contestants on the island?
There are other people, yes.
Oh, then fucking just brutally kill them and claim it's not you. Don't leave any fingerprints, hair follicles. If there's so many people on the island, it's he said versus she said. You can't be caught.
But then it's like, well, you haven't seen Danganronpa.
No.
So
I've not, but like in this, there's probably like not really much logic that I'm allowed to apply to this because it's a show. But like you could do the cat thing. You could push them off a cliff. and it's if no one's looking, it wasn't me. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But then again, there's always the thing, well, what was your alibi? What were you doing at blank time? Because they would say, like, oh, this person was murdered blank here, and they would have, like, wounds across their body of here, 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 and here.
I wasn't.
So it's like you would
I was
have to
somewhere
come up
else
with an
on the
alibi of
island.
what you were doing at the time of the murder.
I'd just be like, I was off, like, eating lunch. Like, you think I was over there on a freaking cliff? I don't leave my house.
Yeah, like you're on a like island.
Yeah.
You could be doing anything on that island.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no reason for me to be at the cliff.
So it's like a Mafia kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like if you guys play that game.
I played
Chris.
so
It's
much.
like-
I love Mafia, by the way.
It's my favorite game ever.
Love it so much.
Like the alibis in you know, there's like two different ways in my opinion that you can kind of play Mafia. You can play like the super fake way, or you can play like the real way. And the real way is like I didn't kill him. I'm not in the Mafia. Why would I choose this person to kill during the night? That would be totally
But-
obvious. Like you can actually defend yourself, or you can like play in the super story-based one where God always explains like Hydro died in the night because the Mafia ran him over with their giant monster.
I played that
And
one a
once-
lot. That's a lot
and
of fun,
once-
actually.
It is a lot of fun. It's
Especially if you have a good
play the, like,
storyteller.
The logical way.
I played both.
Listen, I want to play it.
It's you have to get a group of people, and I think it's better like in real life.
It
so
is.
you can-
I
if
feel
you
like
can-
we totally could
yeah.
get this done if we got a group of internet
Yeah.
people. But I think we would
We'd
have to
to-
do the storytelling one though.
Definitely.
We would have to do webcams too over Skype.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, probably
webcams.
it. I'd actually be down to try this once if you guys are.
Yeah.
Probably not for
Uh,
YouTube because I don't show my
Ooh,
face on
nice.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But just to try it out.
But like the story-based way,
We could
God
play
always
this.
tells a story about how the person died in the night, and then whenever you accuse somebody, this person has to like come up with an actual alibi, like not like a defense like you would in the actual game. Like you have to be like, I was at the supermarket, like my wife made me go and buy all these things for her cat. And like, or whatever it is, like you have to actually come up with like an alibi for your character that you're playing as.
I
And
was-
I think
I was at the hospital because when I was at home cooking, I accidentally tripped because I'm known for being clumsy, and I sprayed oil all over my face, so I had to go get myself bandages, so I couldn't have been doing anything at the time of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like
And that one, you're giving like a character to play then, or
I mean, you can make up your
Okay.
own character. Really, you're not like
then
given a
I have
character,
played that
but like,
then.
It's just like you have to. Essentially, you are a character in your like. It's you're not specifically like, oh, you're this person, but like,
Well, there
you know,
there
you
are
have to come up
roles,
with your alibis
but
and things like that.
like the roles
And,
are.
like, I assume you make, like, characteristics of, like, and personalities of that said character, so it's like,
Yeah.
if someone who was really, timid and afraid said, oh, I was at the gym lifting weights, that'd be like, what the, what?
But that would also
Yeah.
be a good like throw off as well. I mean, for people.
And I mean, sometimes your character should really be close to you as a person, because then people will find it believable. But you could always go like wild and crazy, like make up your own kind of.
I was in the
really-
pool sipping a martini, bitches!
I was taking a
you could always
colorblind
do
test
that.
for the 100th time. Oh.
But I mean, both ways are really, really interesting to play. I've never really actually played the story-based.
The story
one
one's
before. I
really,
know
really easy to play.
I've seen people. It's so, but like, I've played it once, maybe, like at the summer camp that I used to go to,
Yeah.
and you have to have a really good god in order to play this.
Or
the story
we call
one.
it storyteller.
'Cause-
We don't call it God, but
Yeah, I don't know why we always called it
Yeah.
God, but
were you at like a
it's just
religion
really-
camp
Believe
maybe,
in
or
that
like?
person.
I don't know, like the god chooses who's in the mafia, like you know they create the person, whatever.
Oh, so like the way
We
I
just-
always played is a little different. No one chooses. What we
Mhm.
do was
Oh, do you just cards?
yeah, we do cards. And
okay.
because like it's not really fair because
Wait,
there people would always like
like
choose
that
their
type?
friends to be the mafia and whatnot. So you
Oh,
do it like
well.
random.
Uh-huh. That makes sense. We always played the God way, where someone was basically elected or self-elected as God, and honestly, the gods would curate the game. They would choose a really good mafia team and a really good townspeople team in order to like battle. And like some gods are better than others, but most of the time, if you're playing with a bunch of really experienced people, they're gonna be like,
Well,
no, Jimmy, you can't be God. You've never been God before.
The story,
you suck at being
the
God.
storyteller,
Like,
the way I did it, you could do that if you want, or you could leave it up to RNG.
yeah. I mean, cards is a lot easier. It makes it more fair, I guess.
Well,
like,
I mean, like,
within who
it's
gets
up to the storyteller whether it's RNG or he chooses, or she chooses.
I play like a vanilla IRL way when we have I think it was around 15 people all standing in a
15's great.
circle, and everyone closed their eyes, and there was like one person who was like the host and stuff like that. And
That's like
featuring Mafia.
yeah.
It's like, okay, Mafia member 1, go in the middle and point to who you want me to kill. And then that person, and then the person, everyone opened their eye back and circle and say, blank is dead. And then everyone's like, okay, who would kill blank? And then it's like, you would kill blank because you don't like blank. But then it'd be framing, facial reactions. It was really fun to play.
It is a really intense game when you have a lot of people that you know, like, and have played before. Because
if you know these people, it's like, motherfucker, I know you.
You're lying. Like, what the
My favorite part is when they make like a completely bullshit story about you. It's like, I would never do that, you bitch.
I was so good at Mafia. I loved it. I won like every time. It was beautiful.
You know, I personally have never really been actually good at playing the game because, you know, I have curly blonde hair and blue eyes, and some people might say I'm really adorable. So people are always like, she's in the Mafia, guys. She's like the innocent character. Like, obviously this god person is gonna choose her because no one's gonna suspect her, and I always get killed off, even if I am not in the Mafia.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm an innocent townsperson, I always die, no matter what, because either the Mafia kills me first, or the townspeople want to lynch me, and they don't believe that I'm innocent. And when I am the Mafia, I think I'm actually a pretty good Mafia member, but I'm not frequently chosen as Mafia.
I'm like I'm a nuts detective, honestly. I'm
yeah.
I think I won like almost every detective game I've ever been part of.
Yeah, some people are always really good at like those detective or doctor things.
Like the nurse role, yeah.
Yeah.
My fave accusation I had ever got for being Mafia is like, the gay didn't die night 1, he must be I'm like,
oh no!
I don't think I was even offended. I literally just started laughing.
Right.
Welcome to Salem, bitch.
Oh, no.
The greatest thing ever is messing with people, or like, cause I can convince people with the way I talk to them, and I get a lot of people on my side all the time, even though they know I do this. I get them all on my side, and I'm like, look. I'm like, so I think the scenario, there were 5 people left. There were 2 Mafia left. And all I have to do is get the one non-role person on my side, or some of the roles might have been... No, Detective was already dead. I think Nurse was alive, I think. I don't know. But there were 5, and basically if we kill one more, we win. All I have to do is convince one person that I'm not Mafia.
Yeah,
and it's, then I win. Yeah. And I'm like, look, dude, look, you think I'm Mafia? Alright, so do me this favor. Vote him this turn to kill, and if he is not Mafia, you kill me next turn. And he's like, yeah! And I'm like, well, GG, you just lost them the game.
Yeah. I find it really interesting when T-Buddies actually, I just said T-Buddies,
it's the same
Mafia
thing.
members sell each other out, like, on purpose.
Yeah.
They make an agreement to this, because if you are openly having this argument with everybody in the game, and you're a Mafia member, and your other Mafia member is like
deciding,
being accused, is like like everyone's on their trail, you could be like, all right guys, let's lynch this guy, and then if everyone's like, okay, let's do it, you now you officially have proof that you are not the Mafia, and I love doing that.
It's great,
and it's obviously like, you have to kind of plan this, like, during the night, like, with finger motions, because you obviously can't talk, otherwise people will figure you out. So you have to, like, discuss this with them, and then you can decide, like, yeah, you're gonna die, okay? I'm gonna sell you out, but then the chances that you will personally be lynched is, like, 0, because now you officially, like, sold out your Mafia money.
Yeah.
So... like, no one's gonna think that you did that.
But it's really good when people, like, would actually expect that, and then you have to defend that again. It's like, it's such a plot twist.
Oh my gosh.
I think one of the biggest thing is like the look in your face and like what you're saying and stuff.
Like body language,
Mhm.
a level of convincingness, like how you lie.
That's why
Like,
when
with
I
me,
play, I always lie.
I'm actually better at this in the dark because I'm actually a really good liar, but I cannot get the grin off my face.
Oh yeah. That was a big problem with me when I was younger. Like I was always smiling. People would be like, "Why are you smiling?" I don't know, man. I'm just having
So I'm just a
so
happy
much
person, yo.
Exactly.
Like, and even I would be an innocent person and I'd just be smiling because it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And,
but me too.
yeah. And I mean, when I was younger and I was not like really good at playing this game, I would have a different way of playing Mafia than playing Townsperson, which is a bad thing to do because
Yeah.
It's obvious,
if
yeah.
you're really quiet when playing Townsperson and suddenly you start talking when you're a Mafia member, people are going to pick up on that. So,
Yeah, it's like you need
You have to
kind
be
of
the same
blend
person
it in
over
a
it.
bit. But what I've been told is, when I'm Mafia, my points are more accurate because I actually know who the Mafia is, so I'm able to like point out the little nitpicky details.
yeah.
And when I'm Town, there's more room for error. So my argument is almost like, so you're gonna say I'm Mafia because I'm smarter than you? What type of logic is that?
See,
Yeah.
the way I play so reckless, it's ridiculous. That like I always play like a member of the Mafia. That's just what I do. I always play like I'm on the Mafia.
You seem
Yeah.
you do seem like you would be a really interesting person to play with, and I wish I had more people like that to play with. I don't go to that summer camp anymore, so I don't like really have the opportunity to play Mafia. But I started actually playing it in my English class last year
Ooh.
during school. But it was okay because our teacher was like, "Whatever, man." So
Whatever,
we just played.
man.
And you know, I hated playing in that class because like for some reason like no one would shut up. And, like, people wanted to play the game, but they weren't serious about playing the game. So, it was really hard to, like, get them together and finally be like, okay, shut
Yeah,
up,
that
let's
makes
play the game. And they really, like, it was kind of a shitty, like, the entire thing was like, okay, we're playing Mafia, but we're not really actually playing a good Mafia.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to talk in when like you there's talk. He'll give you the talking space when you're supposed to talk.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they just didn't take it super seriously. Some people did, but other people just wanted to, like, screw around and, like, talk.
Yeah.
And they were super loud, and I was like, guys, shut up! And I was God. And this is one of my favorite things. I am always God when it comes to, like, new groups of people or, like, just people that just want to play the game, because I personally didn't want to have to deal with playing the game myself and being accused and dying every round. So, since I was the most experienced person playing Mafia, I elected myself as God. And I would always choose the people who were in the Mafia, which was so much fun. And, like, one of the best parts of being God is not only choosing who is the Mafia, but who are the townspeople, and who are the doctors, and who are the DA, because, like, it's so much fun to balance the game yourself. And like watch how your little children like play this game, and it's a lot of fun.
The way you said little children is so
It was
nice.
pretty creepy, gonna be
Yeah,
honest.
it is so much fun though, because like you set up these like you make the really innocent girl who honestly never even heard of fly. You make her part of the Mafia. And then you make, like, the person who really, really wants to be Mafia, like, an innocent townsperson. But the thing is, they're both really good at being those roles. So, like, you know, it's really fun to choose the people and just mess with them. It's,
My
like,
favorite
innocently,
game.
too. Because being God, like, there's no harm in... It's just a game. So it's not gonna, like, actually hurt anybody. So, like, you can mess with people, but not actually mess with people. So... it gives you this power.
That's fun.
It's really, really great. It's a great feeling.
My favorite game when we were like playing class was Heads Up 7-Up. Like that was the game
I
we
remember
always
That's a
did.
great game.
And it's like whenever you got picked, you just looked and like, you bitches, who would pick me?
Right.
And then it's like I look up and then everyone's like staring at you. And the worst part was when there was that one kid that like everyone would pick. So you like when it was down to you, it was like I wonder who it is, and like it's the only person who hasn't been picked.
Mhm. Yeah, I think we stopped playing that in like actually. That was when I moved, so we stopped playing it in like 6th grade
I was
because
upset.
switched
I
schools
loved
after
that game, and
And we never play Heads Up 7-Up in the school that I go to, so it's always Mafia, Mafia, Mafia. which isn't bad. I love the game, but the people are really toxic. I mean, some people, like, the really clever ones, and the ones who are, like, really into the whole mentality of the game, those ones are the ones that are good at playing the game and want to play the game. But then the ones who are just like, this is shitty, let's screw around. Those are the ones that you don't want to be part of your game.
Let's just play an intense game of red light, green light, to be honest.
I don't even remember playing that. That's like,
What? Kat, what was your childhood?
I don't know, I don't know.
You don't play oh, Kat, like, if we ever meet, I'm immediately playing red light, green light with you, and we're
Oh my
going
god,
back
I don't even, like,
over.
remember. I remember playing
I
that when
remember
I
that
was
game.
at my really, really old house in, like, our yard. I was, like, 2 years old, man.
That's like a very like young game.
Yeah. Okay, I remember gym class in elementary school, I remember playing, like, I don't remember what it was called. It was, like, Big Bad Wolf or something like that. And it was kind of like red light, green light, except it was, like, wolves and bunnies or something. I don't remember. But I do remember vaguely playing games similar to that.
One game I had fun as a kid, but no one plays anymore, is musical chairs.
I love that game. It's my
Yeah, it was a lot of
favorite
fun.
party game. Honestly,
Yeah.
except for, like, Mafia now, obviously, but like as from an elementary school kid, like, musical chairs was my favorite. I was so pro. You would never beat me in musical chairs. I am top notch.
I don't know how to say this without being rude, but we always knew who was going to win because this girl was, like, overly chubby in, like, the butt area, and she would literally just do anyone out of her way.
Oh my.
Like, I don't know how to say that without being rude, but it would just be what happened.
Yeah, I mean it's understandable, but I would always be like super clever about multitasking in the way that I paid super attention to whoever it was playing the music, and I would get their, like, body cues to when they would stop the music and then start the music again, like, especially when they stop the music, because that's when you have to find the chair. So I just, like, keep an eye on them, and instead of the chairs, because you know where the chairs are, you keep circling around them, they're not gonna move, so you just kind of, like, pay attention low-key to where the chairs are, but really pay attention to the cues of the person stopping the music, because if you know when the music stops, you know when to find a chair. So that's how you win musical chairs, everybody. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I love game talk, I think
Is it
I'm gonna
time?
close the door on this
Wrap up
podcast,
the
you know?
podcast.
It's gonna...
It's been great. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Background Noise.
Yep, everyone...
Leave
You're
a like and a comment if you did.
Yep, and everyone in the podcast, thank you for watching, everyone, and thank you for being on, whatever. Everyone have a good night, good day, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this.
Whatever you're watching.
Just enjoy your day.
Bye.
Bye, everyone!